Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. On this channel, we share practical guidance on visa processes, immigration pathways, and related topics to help you make informed decisions. If you are unsure about your visa options or planning your next step, consider subscribing and enabling notifications so you stay updated with the latest developments. Before continuing, please review the legal disclaimer provided in the comments section of this video. What if I told you that you don't always need an employer to sponsor you to live and work in New Zealand? Sounds surprising, because most people believe the exact opposite. They think the only way to build a career in New Zealand is through employer sponsorship, but that's not the full picture in reality. New Zealand offers multiple pathways where you can enter, work, and even move toward residency without relying on a single employer to control your future. In this video, I'm going to break down 10 realistic pathways, what's changed recently, what's actually true, and how you can use them strategically. No hype, no shortcuts, just clarity. Let's get into it. First, a quick reality check. Without sponsorship does not always mean without a job. In many cases, you still need a job offer, but the difference is this. You are not tied to one employer controlling your visa. That distinction changes everything. Now let's start with one of the most underrated entry points, the working holiday visa. If you're between 18 and 30 or 35, depending on your country, this is one of the easiest ways to enter New Zealand. No job offer required upfront. You can live, work, and explore the country for up to 12 months, sometimes extendable depending on the work you do. And here's the strategy most people miss. This is not just a travel visa. It's a launch pad. You enter, gain local experience, build connections, and then transition into longer-term pathways. That's how smart applicants use it. Next, the post-study work visa. This is for people who choose to study in New Zealand. Once you complete an eligible qualification, you can get an open work visa, meaning you can work for almost any employer. Recent updates have expanded eligibility, including certain diploma-level qualifications. But let's be clear, this pathway requires investment, time, money, and planning. In return, you get local education, local experience, and a strong position for residency. Now we move into the high-demand pathways. The green list. This is where New Zealand prioritizes specific occupations it urgently needs. Tier 1 roles can lead directly to residency. Tier 2 roles usually require you to work in New Zealand for a period before applying for residence. Important point here. Even though you need a job in these roles, the demand is so high that you have more leverage. You're not just being sponsored. You're being recruited for a shortage. That's a very different dynamic. Then comes the skilled migrant category. This is New Zealand's points-based system. You qualify based on a mix of your qualifications, income, and skilled work. There are ongoing updates making this system more targeted, especially for experienced professionals and technical trades. But here's the key. You still need skilled employment in most cases, just not traditional sponsorship dependency. Now let's talk about business and investment pathways. The entrepreneur work visa allows you to start or buy a business in New Zealand. You'll need a solid plan, relevant experience, and investment capital. If your business succeeds, it can lead to residency. Then there's the business investor pathway. This is for people who want to invest significant capital into New Zealand businesses. It's structured, predictable, and designed for long-term settlement. And finally, the active investor plus visa. This is New Zealand's version of a high-value investor route. It requires substantial investment, but in return offers a relatively fast track to residency with minimal physical presence requirements. Now let's look at two pathways people often overlook. The partner visa. If your partner is a New Zealand citizen or resident, you can get open work rights. Simple, but powerful. And then there's the remote work scenario. New Zealand doesn't officially have a digital nomad visa, but in certain situations, you can stay on a visitor visa while working remotely for an overseas employer, as long as you're not entering the local labor market. This is more of a short-term option, but it's useful if you want to experience the country before making a bigger move. So what does all of this actually mean? It means the idea that you must have sponsorship is outdated, but it also doesn't mean you can move without a plan. Every pathway has conditions. Every pathway requires strategy. So here's how you should approach it. First, understand your profile. Your age, qualifications, experience, and finances will determine which pathways are realistic. Second, choose one or two pathways, not all 10. Trying everything at once usually leads to poor applications. Third, think long-term. Many of these pathways are stepping stones. The goal is not just to enter New Zealand, but to stay and grow. And finally, always verify information through official sources like Immigration New Zealand, because rules do change. So here's the bottom line. New Zealand is open, but not random. It rewards people who are prepared, informed, and strategic. If you approach it the right way, you don't just find a job. You build a pathway. Now, I want to know, what's your background? Drop it in the comments, and I'll tell you which of these pathways actually makes sense for you. If you found this video valuable, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel because I break down real immigration pathways, real strategies, and real insights so you can make informed decisions without falling into common traps, and we can assist you to simplify this entire complex process and guide you from start to finish, no worries. Do get in touch with us. Now on our WhatsApp mobile number +64 22178 6007, also provided in the comment section of this video, and we will get in touch with you as soon as possible. Your journey deserves the right start, and it starts with the right consultation, and now you have it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.